Colin Kaepernick's decision to not stand in protest during the national anthem caused other NFL players to follow his lead yesterday. Kaepernick and the 49ers play tonight, but on Sunday, several NFL players, including members of the Dolphins, Chiefs, Patriots, and the entire Seahawks team, demonstrated in different ways during the anthem. Shannon, what's your reaction to the protests?
I've heard so many analysts and prominent figures say today, which was yesterday, 9/11, it's not about you. It's about the unity of this country. It's about the support of our fallen heroes, the men and women that lost their lives in those two towers. And I agree. But then I see President Obama in a pre-taped speech talking about this unity, about this resolve, and I hear around the NFL fans booing as he's talking about this unity and resolve. So if today is about unity and resolve, why are you booing the president? Why are you booing the president? Oh, that's right. You're voicing your First Amendment right. That's how it goes. See, what I'm starting to understand about the United States of America is that we are united when it's a foreign enemy. When we go to the Olympics, it's the USA versus everyone else. The World Cup, our women go every 4 years. They normally win. Our men, sometimes they go. But when the men and women go to the World Cup, Skip, Joy, it's us against them.
Sure.
Now, when we have some people that want to stand up and voice their opinions about the wrongs, the inequities of a certain minority group, be it Black, Latino, be it the women, be it LBGT. We're not as united as we think. Because see, I'm starting to realize if you don't look like me, if your orientation is not like mine, if your political affiliation is not like mine, I'm not going to stand united with you. The gesture, what the Seahawks did, they said it was an act of unity. So what are we united for? And who are we united against? Because see, now what has taken place is that we're talking more about the protest itself as opposed to the issues that Colin Kaepernick started protesting in the beginning. This was about the police brutality. This was about minorities not getting equal justice or equal compensation. Now we're talking about standing and seated. Now we're talking about the flag. Now we're talking about the military. Now we're talking about the national anthem. The national anthem, everything. You should never say all or everything because nothing is everything and nothing is all. The flag does not represent all and everything to everyone. Frederick Douglass once said, "What is the 4th of July to a slave?" The 4th of July is independence. It's about freedom. But what does it mean to him? That's not free. If you look at Francis Scott Key, who wrote the anthem, they didn't subtract it. They don't sing the third stanza.
That's correct.
Why is that, I wonder? Here's a guy that owned slaves that said, the land of the free. But as a slave, I'm not free. So what am I to be proud of? So again, back to this united front. We got to pick and choose. If we're going to be united, are we just going to be united on 9/11 when we're talking about the fallen heroes that ran into that building as it was crumbling down to try and save people? But this is the same group that we honor every September 11th, that Congress took their slow and good time when it came to the 9/11 Responders and Healthcare Act compensation. They filibustered it for the longest time. I won't get into what party, left or right, but let's just say this. The current Speaker of the Senate spoke ad nauseum and did everything he possibly could not to get this bill passed. It finally passed 5 years later, this great united front that we seem to put on. I love it how we're united when it comes to something that we do not agree with. So, because I read, look, this is about the victims. It's about the fallen heroes. This is their moment. This is not where you take a stand and try to get your, whoa. People were booing. People disagreeing with people's First Amendment.
Yep.
That's not how it's supposed to work. And so now we're talking about the actual acts of the protest. Well, Colin Kaepernick took a knee. The guys raised their fists. The guys locked arms. We still not talking about the issues and what Colin Kaepernick originally brought to the table, which were the police brutality and the inequities that lie within our system. We still have a long way to go, and we can't keep hiding behind 9/11, because at some point in time, we're going to have to seriously address these issues.